Hello there, friend. I missed you last week. I went missing, didn't I? I was on vacation and it was amazing. My husband and I took our oldest son and his best friend to Colorado for the week, which is like my favorite place. If I wasn't in Pennsylvania, that is where I would choose to be. It is gorgeous and beautiful, and just talk about being in God's creation. Oh, if you haven't been there, highly recommended. So that is where I was. But that kind of brings me to a new topic, the second pillar, which I wasn't really planning on heading into yet. I wanted to spend a little more time in the first pillar, but when you're led somewhere, I just know to follow now. So this is my reflection after or even during vacation. So while we were there, we went for really to celebrate my son's graduation and him turning 18, which was really cool because that happened while we were out there and we planned it that way. So he could just really have such an amazing memory to connect to those two major life events. So anyway, there's 4 of us going, and we drove, which with stops and things, 26, 28 hours. I lost track of time. Really fun. A lot of singing along the way on my part anyway. And I was kind of surprised, as I always am when I go on vacation, at really how little we took and how little you need. And then you come back home and you're like, look at all my stuff. My husband and I, we took one big suitcase for the both of us that had like everything, our clothes, our shoes, our toiletries, everything in that. We took some snacks for the ride, and then I took a bag that had, of course, devotions, my Bible, my journal, things like that, and some essential oils and homeopathic remedies because I don't like to leave without those. And we actually ended up using some of those as well. But I'm like, we had clothes, we had shoes, we had some things is the point, just a handful of things. And we were fine, right? We were fine. We didn't miss any of our stuff. We didn't miss our overabundance. What we did do is we focused on each other and we had amazing experiences. I know that being on vacation is very different. It's a very different world than being at home and having all of your normal responsibilities. So I get that. But at the same time, you just come home and you look at the cupboards full of things and the closets full of things and the drawers full of things and the overabundance and maybe an overly busy schedule, and things are just coming right at you again. And I think it's just a good way to pause and reflect on maybe what you could let go of. What could you release so that you could focus on experiences, so that you could focus more on family, or so that, you could have more time with God, that you could slow down, right? That's what we're trying to get at, that you could listen to Him and spend time with Him. So instead of the constant hustle, instead of the just beyond busy that most of us are, and the cleaning, the taking care of, the more you have to maintain, right? Always said that when I was organizing. What if we lived a little bit more like we were on vacation? What if we release things, we slow down, we refocus on our family, and we refocused on God? What might that look like? So, a little challenge for you. I just wonder, what could you let go of today? It could be something. It could be something in your schedule. It could be a mindset, maybe a false belief that you're holding. There's something that you can let go of that I know you can live without, so that you can live even better. And this is just one small portion of the second pillar, which is plan, right? So we rest in the first pillar, we're planning in the second pillar. Really, it is a big it is a big portion. The plan section is a big portion of this overall whole concept of the well-led life. And just releasing things is one bit of it. And we're going to dive so much deeper into this, but ultimately this planning pillar is all about intention, and it is about planning your life with intention so that you can be led, so that you can have the space, the time, the focus, right? All of those things, so that you can follow him. I can't wait to dive deeper into this second pillar.